उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम्। ॐ वक्रतुण्डाय हुं श्रीगणेशाय नमः। Divine Mother, you are the most auspicious of everything that is auspicious. Please bless my home and my family with your divine presence always. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trambike Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Shri Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. To Shivji Bhagwan, we pay obeisance to you. Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. Har Nama Parvati Pataye Har 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 Mahadev. Prem Sabroshi Umapati Mahadev Ki Jai. To our gurus, we picture him in our mind. As we begin this new year, please lead me from untruth to truth, from darkness to light always. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Klim Krishnaya Namaha. Hanumanji, Manojavam Maratulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayukhya Mukhyam Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadde. Om Ham Hanumate Namaha. To Shri Ram, Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaye Pataye Namaha. Bolo Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. प्रेम से बोलो सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। गणपति वंदना।
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा। माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा।
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा।
माता महादेवा
माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
अंधन को आँख देत निर्बल को काया
अंधर को आँख देत निर्धन को माया
महाजन को पुत्र देत निर्धन को माया
भाजन को पुत्र देत निर्धन को माया
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा
माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
हार चढ़े फूल चढ़े और चढ़े मेवा
पान चढ़े फूल चढ़े और चढ़े मेवा
हार चढ़े फूल चढ़े और चढ़े मेवा
पान चढ़े फूल चढ़े और चढ़े मेवा
सूरदास शरण आयो सुफल करो सेवा
सूरदास शरण आए सुफल करो सेवा
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा
माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा
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 प्रेम से बोलो श्री गणेश भगवान की जय. Sona, let's Kiran Bhai play as we sing Hanumanji Chalisa. Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raj. When we sing to Hanumanji, when we pray to Hanumanji, we ask him for Bala Buddhi Vidya. We ask him for strength, knowledge and wisdom at all times. Nijamana Mukur Sudhar Varano Raghuvar Vimal Jaso Jodayak Phalchar बुद्धहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार. जय 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 हनुमान जय 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 हनुमान जय 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 हनुमान जय 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 हनुमान जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरण विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन. हो जय 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 हनुमान जय 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 हनुमान जय 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 हनुमान जय 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 हनुमान. विद्या दयावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिवे को आतुर, प्रभु चरित्र सुनिवे को रसिया,
राम लखन सीता मन बसिया,
सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, निकट रूप धरि
जजरावा,
भीम रूप धरि
असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे,
लायस जीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर
हर्षि उर लाए,
रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बढ़ाई, तुम मम
प्रिय भरत सम भाई।
ओ जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान,
जय 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 हनुमान।
सहस बदन तुम्हरो यश गावे, हस कहि
श्रीपति कंठ लगावे,
सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद शारद
सहित अनीसा,
यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहांते, कवि कोविद कहे
सके कहाते, तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीना,
राम मिलाए राजपद दीना, तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना,
लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना,
युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु, लीलोताहि
मधुर पर जान।
ओ जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान, जय जय जय
हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान।
प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि, जलधि लांघ गय
अक्षर चराई,
दुर्गम काज जगत के
जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे देते,
नाम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे,
सब सुख लई तुम्हारी शरणा,
तुम रक्षक काहू
को डरना।
आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे, तीनों लोक
हाथ के कामे,
भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम
सुनावे।
जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान, जय जय जय
हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान।
नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर
हनुमत वीरा,
संकट से हनुमान
छुड़ावे,
मन क्रम वचन ध्यान
जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमृत जीवन फल पावे।
चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा है, प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। ओ बजरंग बली हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा,
सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा।
भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म
के दुख बिसरावे।
अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म
हरि भक्त कहाई।
और देवता चित्त न धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा,
जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा।
जय 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 हनुमान,
जय 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 हनुमान। जय 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 हनुमान। जय 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 हनुमान।
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ
कर कोई, जो तहि बंदी महासुख होई।
जो यह परे हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा
हरि चेरा,
जय नाथ
हृदय महादेरा।
जय जय जय
हनुमान। जय 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 हनुमान। जय 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 हनुमान। जय 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 हनुमान।
जय 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 हनुमान,
जय 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 हनुमान। जय 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 हनुमान। जय 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 हनुमान।
जय जय हनुमान। पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति राम लखन सीता सहित।
जय 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 हनुमान। जय 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 हनुमान। जय 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 हनुमान। जय 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 हनुमान।
सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सियापति रामचंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। बजरंग बली, जय 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 हनुमान। Today as we begin the new year, we ask as we join together in reciting shlokas from the Bhagavad Gita. We join first of all in singing from the Gita Dhyanam. Today we will go through just 3 of sets of the shlokas, so that we will all be able to sing along as we move along. Amralji, are we able to? Very good. So, what I will do, I will very easily and very slowly sing. You will repeat after me. The words are going to be up so that we can sing along. And so we will eventually learn the words themselves, which is a dhyanam, a meditation on the Bhagavad Gita, on Krishna Bhagwan. Om. Can you see that? It looks a bit too small. All right. Sometimes the best way to learn something is to just listen and sing after. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitham Bhagavata Naraya नेन स्वयं
नेन स्वयं
व्यासेन
व्यासेन
ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना
ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना
मध्ये महाभारतम्
मध्ये महाभारतम्
अद्वैतामृत
अद्वैतामृत
वर्षिणीं
वर्षिणीं
भगवती
भगवतीम्
अष्टादशाध्यायिनी
अष्टादशाध्यायिनी
अम्ब त्वाम्
अम्ब त्वाम्
मनुसन्दधामि
अनुसन्दधामि
भगवद्गीते
भगवद्गीते
भवेद्वेषिणी
वदेद्वेषिणी
पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवतां
पार्थाय प्रतिबोधिता भगवता
नारायणेन स्वयं
नारायणेन स्वयं
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना
मध्ये महाभारतम्
मध्ये महाभारतम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवती
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम्
अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अष्टादशाध्यायिनी
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि
भगवद्गीते भवेद्वेषिणी
भगवद्गीते भवेद्वेषिणी
गोविन्द जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविन्द
जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविन्द जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविन्द जय जय गोपाल जय जय
राधारमण हरि गोविन्द जय जय
राधारमण
Can we put up the text?
हरि गोविन्द जय जय
Amral ji, Shlok 1. गोविन्द जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविन्द जय जय गोपाल जय जय
राधारमण हरि गोविन्द जय जय
राधारमण हरि गोविन्द जय जय
गोविन्द जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविन्द
Shlok 1 of the Bhagavad Gita.
गोपाल जय जय
Shlok 1 of the Bhagavad Gita. गोविन्द जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविन्द जय जय गोपाल जय जय
राधारमण हरि गोविन्द 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 जय जय
गोविन्द जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविन्द जय जय गोपाल
राधारमण हरि गोविंद जय जय
राधारमण हरि गोविंद जय जय
You will find it in the folder that says Bhagavad Gita text, and it starts at volume 1. There are words documents. Starts with text 1. Govinda Jaya Hari Gopal Jaya Jaya Govinda
जय हरि गोपाल जय
Govinda Jaya Hari Gopal Jaya Jaya
गोविंद जय हरि गोपाल जय जय
Govinda Bolo Gopal Bolo
गोविंद बोलो गोपाल बोलो
Radharaman Hari Govind Bolo
राधारमण हरि गोविंद बोलो
Govind Bolo Hari Gopal Bolo
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
Radharaman Hari Govind Bolo
राधारमण हरि गोविंद बोलो
Govind Bolo Hari Gopal Bolo
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
Radharaman Hari Govind Bolo
राधारमण हरि गोविंद बोलो
Radharaman Hari Govind Bolo. Yes, go to verse number 1.
राधारमण हरि गोविंद बोलो
Radharaman Hari Govind Bolo.
राधारमण हरि गोविंद
प्रेम से बोलो श्री
बोलो
गोविंद कृष्ण भगवान की जय. We go to the first verse. No, go up. Text 1, number 1, Dhritarashtra Uvacha. There you go, chapter 1 is coming up. Slowly, Hari Om Tat Sat Mangal Bhavatu Namaha. Nirakar Param Shakti Parabrahma Rishihi. Paramatma Devata Mangal Bhavatu Namaha. All right, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Devi Maya, Mangal Bhavatu Namaha. Can you see? Can everyone see? For next week, I will try to make it a little bigger. So what I want you to do, which is there in the English, we start with the first verse. And we are reading it together in English. There you go. And it begins, Dhritarashtra said. So are we all going to say it now? Why we are saying it together? So we will get used to the names. We will get used to the words. But importantly, we will be reading from the Bhagavad Gita ourselves. So let us begin. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, read together with me. O Sanjaya, after assembling in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do, being desirous to fight? Sanjaya said, Govinda Bolo Hari Gopal. The next one. Govinda Bolo Hari. Okay. Sanjaya said, O king, after looking over the army gathered by the sons of Pandu, King Duryodhan went to his teacher and began to speak the following words. O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupad. Next line, and we will end with that one. Here in this army, there are many heroic bowmen, equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna. There are also great fighters like Yuyudhan, Virat, and Drupad. Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo. Govinda bolo Hari
Gopal bolo.
Radha Raman Hari Govinda bolo. Radha
Raman Hari Govinda bolo.
Radha Raman Hari Govinda bolo. Radha
Raman Hari Govinda bolo.
Prem se bolo Shri Govinda Krishna Bhagavan ki. So like this we have read the first 4 shlokas in the Bhagavad Gita. Give yourselves a round of applause. You have started the Happy New Year in a happy way, in a spiritual way, in a wonderful way. And like this, on the other Sundays when we come, we will learn one other shlok in the Dhyanam, and then we will go along with other shloks, time permitting, 3, 4 maybe like that, but you will read along as well. And so by the end of this year, I go to say next year, before the end of this year, you sitting together with us would have read the whole Bhagavad Gita. Is that a wonderful thing? Because many of us have the Bhagavad Gita and just look at it and puja. But now we get a chance, we will sing every Sunday. 4 shloks, 5 shloks, depending on time. I'd ask you to sit upright, focus on Krishna Bhagwan, and for a few moments, be silent. Close out everything else in your mind. Close out every other thought as best as you can. And if you're not able to, that's okay. If the thoughts are coming, that's okay. Put those thoughts at the feet of Bhagwan. And just listen to my voice. Think of Krishna Bhagwan. If we are unable to do so with our eyes closed, look at him. Start from his feet. Go up his yellow dhoti, up to his stomach. Look at his hands. See his smile. Look at his eyes and look into his eyes. His crown with the peacock feather. And we leave everything else behind. Only God. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We remain silent in our heart and our mind, just seeing God. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Prabhu, it is only you. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. It is only you. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Think of him, see him. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Remain silent for a moment. Think of nothing else as best as possible. Focus on Krishna Bhagwan. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hear nothing but your own breath. in and out with the rhythm of divinity. प्रेम से बोलो श्री गोविंद कृष्ण भगवान की जय। हरि ओम तत्सत मंगल भवतु नमः। It's not a good thing to cough when you're not able to. Like this, we would like to spend our Sundays, because so many times when we sit together, we say we must pray. We must keep our minds silent. We have kept our minds silent as best as possible as we have today. This is something, a practice that you should do every day. We will do it on Sundays as best as possible. You do it as often as possible. Stretch the time. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. The beauty of it is it remaps your brain. And your neurons start firing in a different manner with that meditation, with that silence. There's so much going on in that mind as a result. Today marks the beginning of 2023. And remember what I said last week? Yesterday was history, so we can say 2022 is now history. Tomorrow, a mystery. Today is a gift, which is why we call it a present, the present. And in Kishkinda Kand of the Ramayana, the first set of chaupais begin, Aage chale bahuri raghuraya, Rishya mukh parvat niyaraya. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. 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 With Sita Mata having been captured and kidnapped and taken away, Shri Ram and Lakshman didn't sitting down thinking, woe is me, look at what has happened. I can't get up, I can't move, I can't do anything. What did they do? Aage chale bahuri raghuraya. They begin Kishkinda Kand, walking forward, getting up and moving. And as we leave 2022 behind, we too have to get up and move. When I say we have to get up and move, we have to get up and move forward. Because if we don't, leave 2022 and everything that has happened behind us, if 2022 doesn't remain history, then we remain with baggage that we bring into 2023. And we are unable to cope. And time leaves us behind, because no matter how much we sit down and mope about things that happened yesterday, time keeps going. Aage chale. Shri Ram keeps moving. Aage chale. Minute by minute, everything keeps moving. The earth keeps turning. It doesn't stop to say, wait a minute. Look at what my inhabitants are doing. They're treating me badly. Woe is me, let me sit down and mope. The earth keeps spinning. Krishna Bhagavan says that I keep working, I keep working, I keep moving, I keep doing things. But we cannot do that if we don't know how to put down the things that burden us as luggage, and how to move forward. And the first thing I would like to share with you is something that comes from a mantra. Recite together with me. Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadha Namostute Om Shri Navadurga Divye Namaha. Durga Kshama. What is Kshama? Forgiveness, forbearance, patience. It's a whole host of words. Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri. You, Divine Mother, give us that forbearance and that ability to forgive. Excuse me. Forgive not only those in the past who have done us wrong, but help me to forgive myself. We have to let go of the anger. We have to let go of the guilt. We have to let go of the shame. We have to let go of the sadness. We have to let go of everything with that principle of kshama, with forgiveness. And you know what is an amazing thing about kshama? Hari Om Tat Sat. Forgiveness is not forgetfulness. It is not wiping things under the carpet and not facing it. Forgiveness means that you have to address things full on. You have to see it for what it was. That person has wronged me. How can I forgive him or her? How am I able to do that? I will tell you how it is. Ganesh ji, remember Ganesh Yajna, when that time comes, how often we sit together and we think about it, why God puts problems into our path. It is only when we go through pain and sorrow ourselves, when we ourselves feel hurt, when we ourselves cry, when we ourselves know what it is to lose someone, that we can have true empathy and feelings for another, to say, I love that person so much, I don't want them to go through that. I don't want them to go through what I went through, because I know what it feels like. And God gives us all of these experiences, and God gives us all of these pain and sorrow, so that our own soul begins to evolve in love. And the pain that comes from loss, Hari Om Tat Sat, thank you. The pain that comes from loss helps us in turn to understand when somebody else loses someone. Whether it is that person has gone to somewhere else, whether it is that they have lost love, whether it is that they have lost a child because they've gone somewhere else. Whatever it may be, you can only understand it when you yourself have felt that pain. And with that pain, we learn the principle of kshama. Because when we truly love, as is taught in the Bhagavad Gita, as is taught in the Ramayana, Siya Ram mein sab jag jani. If we are seeing God everywhere else, if we are understanding that each one of us are representations of the God and we are still all the same, then we know that we don't want our brother or sister to go through the pain and sorrow we have gone through. And those who have done us wrong, we don't want them to suffer always. So we forgive. We address it and we forgive. We don't throw it behind us. We look at it straight on and we forgive. But we have to learn to put it down and walk on. I've given many times this story but I think it is apt for me to just repeat it. You would know it and you would think about it. One day Guruji was walking, a Guruji, not my Guruji. A Guruji was walking with his shishya, his chela. And they reached to the river, and by the river was a beautiful maiden. Couldn't cross the river. Hari Om. Guruji picks up the maiden, helps her across, takes her across onto the other side. Puts her down on the other side and walks. Guruji, Shishya, each step taken. After an hour after that, Shishya says to him, Guruji, yes son, you know I have something that is troubling me. What is it? How could you, such an epitome of spirituality, pick up that maiden? We don't know who she was, we don't know what sort of vibe she has, we don't know how she was. That you could have picked her up and crossed there. How could you have done that? Says Beta, look at what has happened. I put her down an whole hour ago. You are still carrying her with you. We have to learn how to put down the baggage. And to put down the baggage, we need to learn how to genuinely love and forgive and have that feeling of kshama. And the other very important aspect of us moving forward and being able to move forward, is to stop being victims and stop blaming everybody else for our woes. Let me give you an example. And I will use an example of a cup of coffee. If I sit here and somebody brings me a cup of coffee and they know I like this particular type of coffee and they bring it for me and they put it here and they say, that is for you, I've brought this coffee for you. How do you feel? How do you think I'll feel? I'll feel happy. If that same person comes and brings coffee for everybody else and leaves me out, how will I feel? I might feel sad, I might feel disappointed. If that same person brings coffee and says, I'm not giving that to you, to me, that coffee, I'm not giving it to you, I might start to get angry. The coffee is the same, the person bringing all of these things are the same, I am the same. What is different? Our thought and expectation, how we are reacting to the action of somebody else whom we have no control over. So we blame other people quite often for our predicament. But each one of these emotions emanates from ourselves. It doesn't come from the person. The person who forgets to bring or deliberately doesn't bring coffee, the emotion of anger doesn't come from them. The emotion of sorrow doesn't come from them. It comes from me. I am creating it. I am creating within myself that happiness. I got the coffee. That anger he brought for everybody else except for me. And watch me in my face and say, I'm not giving it to you. The sorrow, the pain, the hurt, that came from me. So the person bringing the coffee isn't the instrument of my emotion, of my happiness or my sadness. I am it. Everything is within my hands. I tell people who come before me, take your destiny into your own hands. Don't let me decide it for you. But if I have to, I will. But your destiny is in your hands. Don't blame someone else when things happen. And stop being the victim. Oh Lord, look what happened. That's why I started so beautifully with Sri Ram. He could have said, look, they take away my dulhin and gone, I don't know where to find her. Let me go back home and cry whole day. Aage chale bahudi raghuraya. He set the example for us to get up and move and step forward, don't backwards. So 2022 is behind us. Leave all the negativity behind. Learn from it and leave it behind. Forgive and don't blame anybody else but ourselves. You are here today in Mandir. Why? Because you made the decision. I didn't tell you to come. I don't have your phone numbers. Maybe if I had your phone number, I'd call you, please come on Sunday. I didn't tell you to come. You came for yourself. When you pray, I might tell you pray. But I don't know what's going on in your mind. Instead, you're probably thinking, what TikToker could make out of this? How can I send this picture of Krishna Bhagwan on Instagram? Oh, beautiful, I'm in Mandir. What happens in our mind is up to us. We can't blame anybody else for what is there. And because we who are here have taken the conscious effort to come here, it means we want to control how our mind reacts to people outside and experiences outside and things that are happening. It means you want to leave 2022 behind as history. You want to enjoy the present as we discussed last week. And you know what happens quite often? People will come to you, they'll come, Baba, I want you to check my patra for me. What do you think is going to happen to me this year? Let me tell you a secret. The best way to fix a good future for yourself and predict your future is for you to create it yourself. Every decision you make today shapes what's going to happen to you tomorrow. Every prayer that you utter and meditate upon today determines how your mind is going to be tomorrow and later. Every thought that you have, every person you quarrel with today, going to come back afterwards and haunt you in some way. Create the future that you want to have in 2023 and beyond by taking the decisions now as you have today to come and pray. Every Sunday, come. Come every Sunday. Guess what? It's a good thing to come to Mandir. Sometimes for some people, well, you have to give them a bad option because we always try to, when we have too many options, well, on a Sunday, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I have 5 things, one person might choose 1, another person might choose 2, whatever. And sometimes we choose things that are not good for us. Instead, choose the good thing. Come here on a Sunday. We are not sure how to deal with the past that we have not been able to drop. Come here on a Sunday. We will listen to Bhagavad Gita. We will sing the songs. We would sing about God. We will pray. We will meditate. We will learn how to be better people. So my message moving forward into 2023 is, as I have said, leave 2022 as history. Leave the past in the past and aage chale, move forward. Do as you have done today. Come and pray. When you come, stay. Spend the time in front of God, and you will feel the joy and happiness that comes from true love and consciousness. With these few words, I wish to invite everyone up forward to do puja. Ganesh ji is here. While bhajans and so are being sung, we will recite Gayatri Mantra. Each person and family that comes up will recite Gayatri Mantra and make an offering into the Havan. so that your life begins afresh today. This moment creates the positivity moving forward for you today with the name of Gayatri Mata and God on your lips. Prem se bol Shri Govind Krishna Bhagwan ki Jai.
सुखवरण प्रभु नारायण हे दुख हरण प्रभु नारायण हे त्रिलोकपति दाता सुख धाम स्वीकारो मेरे प्रणाम स्वीकारो मेरे प्रणाम त्रिलोकपति दाता सुख धाम स्वीकारो मेरे प्रणाम प्रभु स्वीकारो मेरे प्रणाम मनवानी में वो शक्ति कहा जो महिमा तुम्हारी गान करे अगमा गोचर अविकारी निर्ले बहो हर शक्ति से परे हम और तो कुछ भी जाने ना केवल गाते हैं पावन नाम स्वीकारो मेरे प्रणाम प्रभु स्वीकारो मेरे प्रणाम आदि मध्य और अंत तुम ही और तुम ही आत्माधारे हो भक्तों के तुम प्राण प्रभु इस जीवन के रखवारे हो तुम में जीवन जन्मे तुम में और अंत करे तुम में विश्राम स्वीकारो मेरे प्रणाम प्रभु स्वीकारो मेरे प्रणाम चरण कमल का ध्यान धरूं और प्राण करे सुमिरन तेरा दीनाश्रय दीनानाथ प्रभु भव बंधन का तो हरि मेरा शरणागत के धन्नाम हरि हे नाथ मुझे तुम लेना थाम स्वीकारो मेरे प्रणाम प्रभु स्वीकारो मेरे प्रणाम त्रिलोकपति दाता सुख धाम स्वीकारो मेरे प्रणाम प्रभु स्वीकारो मेरे प्रणाम त्रिलोकपति दाता सुख धाम स्वीकारो मेरे प्रणाम प्रभु स्वीकारो मेरे प्रणाम प्रभु स्वीकारो मेरे प्रणाम श्री राम
Sitapati Ramchandra Bhagwan ki jai. May I make a request for the Sankat Mochan? Balasa, no, you sing it, I am here. Ji, to remove all difficulties, all sankat, all problems in our path moving forward into 2023, please remove them, Hanumanji, as we sing the Sankata Mochan. Oh.
Page 176. बाल समय रवि भक्ष लियो तब तीनहु लोक भयो अंधियारो ताहि सो त्रास भयो जग को यह संकट काहू सो जात न तारो केवल आनी करी विनती तब चारणियो रवि कष्ट निवारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो पाली की त्रास कपीस बसगी जात महाप्रभु पंथ निहारो चौकी महामुनि सांवरियो तब चाहिए कौन विचार विचारो कई द्विज रूप लिवाए महाप्रभु सो तुम दास की शोक निवारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो अंगद के संग लेन गई सिय खोज कभी सय पैन उछाड़ो जीवत ना बची हो हम सोचू बिना सुधि लाए यहाँ पर उधाड़ो रीत के तत् सिंधु सबई तब लाए सिया सुधि प्राण उबारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो रावण त्रास दई सिय को सब राक्षसी सो कही सो निवारो ताहि समय हनुमान महाप्रभु चाहे महारजनी जय मारो चाहत सिया अशोक सुहागी सुनय प्रभु मुद्रिका शोक निवारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो पान लग्यो उड़ लक्ष्मण की तब प्राण तजे सुत रावण मारो लय गृह वैर सुधेन समेत तब गिरी द्रोण सुबीर उपाड़ो आनी संजीवन हाथ गई तब लक्ष्मण की तुम प्राण उबारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो रावण युद्ध अचानकियो तब नाग की फांस सबई सिर दाड़ो श्री रघुनाथ समेत सबई दल मोह भयो यह संकट भाड़ो आनी खगेश तबै हनुमान जो बंधन काटी सुरास निवारो कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो बंधु समेत जबै अहिरावन लय रघुनाथ पताल सिधारो देवी ही पूजी भली विधि सो बलि देहु सबै मिली मंत्र विचारो चाय सहाय भयो सबहि अहिरावन सैन्य समेत संहारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो काज किए वर देवन की तुम वीर महाप्रभु देखे विचारो कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को जो तुम से नहीं चांद है तारो देगी हरो हनुमान महाप्रभु जो कछु संकट होई हमारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो लाल देह लालीन से अरुधर लाल लंगोर वज्र देह दानव दलन जय 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 कपिसूर सियापति रामचंद्र जी जय शरणम पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
हे राम हे राम
हे राम हे राम
हे राम हे राम
हे राम हे राम
जग में साचो तेरो नाम जग में साचो तेरो नाम
हे राम हे राम हे राम हे राम
तू ही माता तू ही पिता
तू ही माता तू ही पिता है
तू ही माता तू ही पिता
तू ही माता तू ही पिता है
तू ही तो है राधा का श्याम
हे राम हे राम हे राम हे राम
तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी
तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी
तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी
तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी
तेरे चरणों में चारों धाम
हे राम हे राम हे राम हे राम
Jai. I would like to invite now for us to have a message from Shri Gangadeen Sinananji on behalf of the Mandir. Please sit and listen attentively. Puja will continue here as well.